Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, DJ AFIF, the guy who is on your wallpaper.
And hi, it's me, DJ AZAD, and I'm the generic guy. So welcome back to Mouse Basement. I feel excited because this time, for the very first time in me and Afif's career,
yes,
in this DJ booth.
I've had guests before.
Oh no! Just for me, it's a special for me. I've never had guests on before for this very first episodes of.
If you remember, I'm on Salam
Mouse Basement.
Mouse Basement.
So Afif, for the people who never watched the show, give a rundown. What is this show all about?
The rundown, all right.
Yeah,
all right.
Remind them.
The first segment is all about what do you call it? It's not What's Up World.
Don't mix up the past, man.
I keep forgetting. What was the?
We talk about the nerd news where we bring you what's up in the world. Like literally, it's like What's Up World, but just on a
we just narrow the scope and entertainment.
So it's pretty cool. So we guys get to choose a little bit of a smaller niche to talk about the things that we like. Yes. Second
segment is a bit different from our usual segment because now we bring up guests. And with our guests, we're gonna talk about whatever our guest likes.
Yeah, so generally we're bringing into them to our main topic of the discussion.
They're the main guys here,
which is Arcades Unplugged. So generally, our friends over here are great gamers. Yes, I'll be very proud to say that, ladies and gentlemen. But what's important is we'll introduce you guys to them later. So Afif and I would really love Mouse Basement to be a much better show. So what better way to bring better people on the show? So ladies and gentlemen, Afif, bring us our first ever news of the day. Nerd news
of the day. Alright, since we're starting this nerd news with me, so I'm gonna start with my very own personal favorite game. Favorite game, it's like the game I always play. Alright, first one is about Paladins Champions of the Realm.
Ooh, so the game I've never played.
Yeah, you never played. You never ever played any game I play.
Alright, okay, get to it, mate.
Alright, so recently the Paladins SYAHIRAH released a new update. It's just a teaser for a new champion of the realm.
Okay.
So the champion is his name is Raum, Raum. So since
that sounds Spanish.
Yes, but a few months ago I saw the SYAHIRAH's Instagram. They just take a picture of the monitor and it showed a guy named Tigron, without the figure. But I was like, oh no, it's Tigron's a new character. All right, sounds fun. Mm-hmm. But then they released Raum, so we're gonna see that Tigron's gonna be like probably the idea just hold off for a few months or. Probably just got a better idea with Raum. So Raum's abilities are, very good. He's gonna have a Hellfire Gatling gun, and some explosive, what do you call that? Skills.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
what is explosive? For the normies out there, like what is explosive?
It's a bomb.
It
explodes.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it the first time. It could have been an adjective for exciting. It could have been like splendid, but you were referring to a literal bomb.
The skill set doesn't have names yet, so but we just have the general idea of the skills.
I see. So are you excited of it, Afif? How do you fare with different characters?
Since forever, every time they release a new champion, it's gonna be like broken. It's gonna be the strongest of everyone. So everyone's just gonna pick that guy. In every matchmaking, I can't even use him unless I'm the first in the queue. So it's like yeah. And then they for Paladins they usually release a community event where they will release skins which you have to buy using your money.
Well, who else's?
Yes. They're gonna release. They ask for the votes of the characters' skins. Which one do you want? So we'll get hyped. So this guy's never got skins, so we need this guy's skin. So 4 characters got their skins. I think the update is gonna be in November.
I think you remind me of like when I tried to select Anakin Skywalker in Battlefront 2. Like I could never ever get to select that character. Whenever a new character gets released, that's how it works. Really.
For some people it's like they have their favorite character, but for me it's like every character is good. So you cannot pick one, man.
Unless it was Anakin Skywalker 2 months ago. Like it was such a broken character. Like if you used any light side characters, you generally win any skirmish or any like open battle play. Even though I don't even have a PS or even an Xbox. I just play through the eyes of streamers.
So guys, for Mom's Basement, you might want to sponsor us so we can play the game and then tell you
and
more
give
about
you
it.
a good review about it. Yeah.
Yes. Game review.
Game review. So I did mention Star Wars earlier, and ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to, of course, the biggest news, not really the biggest news, but one of a.
What do you mean by biggest news?
It's not really that big, but yeah, but it was generally the new game Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was really will be releasing in November of this year, and generally with any Star Wars games, you always have to be a little bit skeptical. Like generally, and when Battlefront 2 came out, EA wasn't the particular what do you call company that I wanted managing my game. Yes, I said it, even though the first one was really good. Yeah, I'm sad about that. So, but people been the news online is the requirements have been revealed, and ladies and gentlemen, before I do, Afif, do you know anything about Jedi Fallen Order?
I know Jedi. I know
that's
Jedi
one
and
part of
Fallen and Order, like 3 separate words.
Okay, that's nice at the very least.
But I don't know anything about the game lah. Or is it a game?
It is a game.
Oh, it's a game. Alright.
Game.
Oh, thank God.
So it's a single player adventure video game developed by Respawn Entertainment, and published by EA. Yeah, it's generally like
RPG.
It's an RPG. Like I love to play games that are not inclusive anybody else.
But is the story good?
That's the point. Because Fallen Order touched on the continuous lore after the events of what was the third? What's the sixth movie?
He's getting his nerd brain
Oh
out.
my God, I forgot. Yes, Return of the Jedi, and before the coming of the sequel trilogy. So generally, because under the new writing, the new direction of the story by Disney, unfortunately, you really have to cut around the edges whenever it comes to expanded universe content. When I am a big fan of the Skywalker and trailer for all of you. I'll just dumb it down a bit, because this after the events of the original George Lucas trilogy film in the 1990s, the people were begging for a continuum into the 2000s, and there were a lot of novels. A lot of novels were published. A lot of TV. Sorry, Afif.
It's 1980s.
Yeah. Sorry, 80s. Oh, 80s refers to the. Oh, okay, I never get those numbers right, but it's okay. So generally, when Disney took over Lucasfilms, the gap and it renamed Star Wars Expanded Universe Legends to Expanded Universe, and hence the deletion of all the great stories and advancements of the other writers. So it's and as well as how all the current movies are produced, it's really limited by how Disney will bring the story ahead. So for me, generally, I'm not that excited, but I think it's just a pessimistic version of me. I bet someone out there's gonna enjoy the show. So Afif, what do you got next?
For my turn.
I've been talking.
I thought you never finished yet.
Sorry, man.
It's like Star Wars sounds like it's like a big universe, and I thought you want to talk about the whole universe.
No,
like
man.
1980s to
But funnily, like Afif likes a lot of games. I enjoy a lot of universes of, but we never have a middle ground where you like the things that I like. What's up with that?
That's the thing. We complete each other.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lecturer listening in level 3 HS. You have to listen to that. But Afif, what you got on your list?
It's our favorite game. Alright, this is our favorite game.
Really? Okay, what's it?
It's Fortnite.
Never play Fortnite.
I never play Fortnite.
Okay, yeah. Well, okay, what's up with it?
Alright, since Fortnite is coming out to 10th season. Recently it's gonna okay. Recently, not recently. It's like it's on the 10th season, so it's coming to an end.
Coming to an end?
It's coming to an
end.
What do you mean? No.
The season's coming to an end.
But it's a sad news. Since the 10th season is coming to an end on the 13th of October with a mysterious event at the end. So over the weekend, last few weekends, they have a rocket at Dusty Depot. There's a countdown on the above the rocket. So they most of the players just, I mean, you can't stop and stare at the watch. You'll die. So
definitely.
definitely, and most people just assume that once the countdown reaches 0, who knows, the rocket might launch, the game might crash, and I don't know, something might happen. But usually Fortnite is famous for its live events, like what, Marshmallow. I just cannot laugh at that Marshmallow guy. Yeah, and then then after that, after 13 October, new season will reach, and then it's gonna change the whole map.
Let me ask this question of you. What is seasons in a game? Or how does that work?
Seasons in a game, I mean, it differs from
let's just talk Fortnite
from one game to another game. Like Fortnite is just one season just shows its every unique every, like, I don't know, the what
theme, you mean?
The theme just changes. For example, Halloween itself is a season. Am I right?
Yes, it is, mate.
I'm sorry for my place. I'm not that good in this. And what do you call that? That's one. But for example, from Paladins, it's one season is a duration where ranked games are counted. Unnumbered. Yes. So you have this certain period, so that's when you have to reach the top rank. I think it works the same with Fortnite. And then for another season also means a new battle pass.
Okay. So what is a battle pass?
Battle pass is just like what? Subscription. A subscription for some extra features in the game, skins, mounts, or what, gliders in Fortnite.
So it's like Netflix, but on a game.
It's like Netflix, but games. Yes, that's true as that.
So talking about Fortnite, it brings us to a nice segue to talk about PS5.
Oh no!
Yes. So Sony has confirmed October 8th. That's really recent. Today's October 9th. It was confirmed yesterday.
Oh really? Oh, no.
That there will be a next generation console, PS5, indefinitely. Probably they do an iPhone thing when you end it at 9 and then you go to X. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Prediction. There you go. So it will be launching by the holiday season in 2020. Almost a year.
Which holiday?
Just writes holiday.
Holiday.
Probably most likely during Christmas.
Mystery event, another one.
So generally there will be a lot of changes, mostly to the controllers of the game. The controller of the game.
The controller.
Yeah, the controller. Yeah.
What's gonna change? Like,
the biggest functions that they mention is the most like adaptive triggers. Most games do have the newest version of the PS4 has the the trigger sensors that move according to according to thrills or examples of being shot in a game, pressures in the game. So
it's like Xbox.
Yeah, generally yes, it's like Xbox.
I'm sorry, PlayStation. It's like I'm just saying too.
So and
don't sue me.
Yeah, but I think they're not listening. But, it's okay. But the greatest important news that most people would definitely enjoy is the general tech industry is moving towards USB-C. Some people can't accept it. Apple,
no.
They can't accept it. But everyone's going in the USB-C cycle, and PlayStation are going in that direction as well. And for their controllers and also the DualShock controllers and also their hubs will also feature USB-C because generally it's the better cable. Move up, yes. Sorry, what?
I said.
Oh, so I'll just take a short break.
We're just gonna make way for the Azan. Alright.
So we'll see you guys back in a bit. I'll talk more about PlayStation right after break.
Yeah.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the abruptness. We weren't like ready for the Azan because generally
somebody removed it from our playlist.
I do not know whom. No, we're just joking. But talking about the PlayStation, of course, the haptic feedback thing is generally more as being inputted. It's more like relatable to the HD rumble of the Switch, which is more like generally speaking, it's more adaptive to how the game is played and also how you play the game. So, ladies, but before I go into the final bit of news, they have more mandatory game installations in PS4. as Sony are with their movies.
PS4.
Sorry, the PS5. I'm sorry. As Sony are with their movies, with their games, they are always keeping it to themselves. Where's the multiplayer platforming? Why can't we all live together in peace?
Cross-platform.
Because they believe in more making PlayStation as your main gaming console.
Please do not make any more PS5 exclusives.
Yeah,
they want to play too.
Yeah, so generally they're moving more into that direction but they do not confirm any new games coming, specifically to the PS5. But we'll be waiting for more updates. So AFIF, let me bring you to the last piece of news that I'm really psyched about. If you are, because
this better be the good news.
Is a show that I really enjoyed, and I even forced you to watch it. It's Rick and Morty season 5. I mean season 4. I mean PS4 just got me right.
Man,
there.
you're bad with numbers.
Oh no. So it's the season 4 trailer. There's a lot of snippets. Yes, it came out. Just no, I mean the short trailer came out on YouTube by Adult Swim's YouTube channel, and also on their own website. Before that, they had a few short snippets, which really, based on my analysis and also videos reviewing it online, is really just trying to keep us away from the content of the movie. Because I remember when the 3rd season came out, it was really misdirected. The trailers were really misguiding. It was like reading a YouTube thumbnail. And also, it was really clickbaity to make sure we don't have a clear idea of how the show went. And of course,
good marketing.
Definitely, but because I'm really excited because of the end of season 3. It was really it was more of like Rick's understanding more towards ending Rick's arc as a psychotic maniac. So generally, we'll ask about it on our next segment. But AFIF, how do you see? Have you watched the show? What do you think will happen in season 4?
I actually just didn't finish season 3 yet.
Even though I asked you to watch,
I mean,
for the show, you
my
can't even
lecturer
watch
asked me
it for the
to
show.
do my assignment, but I didn't.
Oh,
so
man.
what? Who are you?
Look at the dedication towards the show. I watch every season to tell you the best parts of the news. So let's talk about the trailer. Let's talk less about AFIF's non-commitment. So I
commit to this radio show.
So the season 5 trailer just shows snippets of how generally the first trailer the first season of Rick and Morty, where there's many instances of their adventures, and it seems like Morty's this is more towards Morty finding himself, and probably the first appearance or the anticipated return of Evil Morty, who is the main antagonist of the end of season 3. I really saw that as a nice change. We have a solid antagonist, because for the previous length of the show, it was just Rick against himself and his brain. So I find that finally we're going to have a challenge to Rick Sanchez's brain. And there's also a few snippets where Morty himself, not only, of course, it was mentioned that he has like biotronics in his body, but this time it's more personal. If I'm not mistaken, I see that they will be introducing Morty towards like an enlightenment or even a power to himself. So I find that something to look forward in the next season.
I look forward to the show.
So if AFIF's committed enough, you guys have to make sure to tell him to watch the show. If I can't, you can help change this for the better. So
you mean change AFIF for the better by watching Rick and Morty?
Yes.
Is that like a poster or something? Fine.
But man, I have to tell you, man, like before we end this segment and bring us to the main event, I really think Rick and Morty is of course, edgy is one thing to describe it, but I think it's like a real way. It's like Deadpool when it came out. It was like, when Deadpool came out, it was a revolution of how you can tell a story, and I thought that show was a part of it. It was like it gave.
Thank God.
It gave. I wasn't comparing like who's better, but I'm just saying that when it came out, it gave like a new life, and hence like it came at the same time as BoJack Horseman, which really delves into the new themes of how people think, and smart people can have, like intelligent people, especially us now, have issues within themselves. And I think that's the real importance of how Rick Sanchez works and how this season will come out. So I'm very excited for the show. And before I end out and go for a short commercial break, which not really is commercial break, it's a song break. And I am delighted to we'll introduce you guys to our guest later.
Yeah.
And that's all for Nerd News. For me, DJ Fikri.
And DJ AFIF.
We'll see you in a bit.
Bye. Okay, guys, we're back with Mom's Basement
Back
second
again.
slot, which
Mhm.
is
DJ Azad.
with DJ Azad and DJ AFIF.
We're back again for our special slot of the evening.
With our
Afternoon, night.
with our
Night.
two
Nice.
good guests right here. Good
So,
men.
before we do, ladies and gentlemen, they come all across using flights. They're not from Malaysia.
That's a bus ride.
Bus ride.
Bus rides. I was trying to hype you up using
Okay,
couple
fine.
like ships and
Well,
stuff.
Oh, you could say we could go on a cruise.
Oh yeah, cruises.
It takes
They
longer.
came across the ocean
Yeah.
from afar. There are people who believe that Iiumfm is their place of their place of studying. They're both a good friend of mine. My first guests are Zulsyahir and also Zulrazin Rahman. Introduce yourselves, guys.
Right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Zulsyahir. I'm a second year undergraduate in Iiumfm, majoring in Banal, bachelor's degree in English Literature and Linguistics. I'm Singaporean.
Oh yeah,
Shoutouts to Asium.
Shout out.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, so what's up? My name is Muhammad Zulrazin bin Rahman.
Yeah, the infamous one.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
the infamous one.
The infamous, yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. But okay, you can call me Razin or Razin. Alright, that's my nickname. I am currently a third year communication student. Right? Majoring in strategic communication.
I see. So
Specializing in strategic communication. And yeah, thank you for having us.
it's such a pleasure. We've
Yes.
planned this for almost we always wanted to have you guys tick all the checkbox. First of all, you're certified certified ustaz, asatiza.
No,
Yeah.
it's not Hafiz. It's
No, it's a certificate, my friend.
Alright.
They're non-Malaysians, which is always brings like exotic to the guest list, and also they're a part of the theme of our show.
Yes.
They are big fans.
Of Mom's Basement. Oh no.
No, no.
We are big fans.
Maybe you are, but they are really big in the pop culture world. No, they're really big into so anything in regards to nerd stuff. They're in the same boat with us.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Did I mention one thing? We're actually twins.
Yeah, we're.
Oh, that's the other
yeah.
tick box. Yeah, the twins at the
We're
same
actually
time.
twins.
Now we're having special
look
guests.
a
You
world
guys, you
apart.
guys wouldn't know. You guys.
Or through the
wouldn't
bad bad quality of Periscope, you probably wouldn't know anyway. But like,
They sponsored us, you know.
oh really?
Don't laugh.
I'm just saying. Yeah, but it's pretty. In person, I can tell you firsthand, they're pretty different.
Yeah.
So, why did we bring them here today, Afif?
We bring them here to dig deep, which is our special slot.
The slot of the day.
The
dig
slot we
deep anyway.
replaced
Ah,
to
yes.
dig deep into the world of gaming.
Gaming. So,
Yes.
like on the first
It's not just gaming actually. It's just in
everything.
the early life
Actually.
of gaming.
early life of gaming. So generally, ladies and gentlemen, we all play games, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
I'm pretty sure everyone has
tried at least once.
yeah,
There's no
tried a
such thing
video
as
game.
I've never touched a game
Yeah,
console. or
any
any
variant.
kind of game.
Yeah, especially these days, like with smartphones, you have free games.
Mobile.
Yeah, mobile.
Even though it's like
Clash of
underclass, even though you know.
Oh, there's a-
Game.
oh, no.
Whoa.
Certain organization.
Someone's a
It's
big fan.
But I play
I
culture.
mean, it's another discussion for another day.
Oh.
Like, people get
Oh, that's political.
people actually get heated when people say that.
Just a few seconds ago.
Well, yeah. Well, mobile games aren't real games. Like,
Oh.
yeah. To me, it's like play whatever you want. Like,
True.
yeah.
We gamers unite.
Yeah,
Gamers
gamers
unite.
unite. Gamers unite.
Gamers
Yeah,
unite.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Oh.
the first question of the day.
Alright.
What games do you play?
Most of the time. I mean, like
Currently, at the very
currently,
least. Let's try that.
currently, I'm playing a lot of Street Fighter 5.
Which is very rare amongst
Yeah,
viewers or any
um,
people in
I've asked a lot of people from the Iiumfm Esports Club to my classes to the Singaporean community to like everyone, almost everyone.
Is
said,
it
"What?"
rare?
Yeah, it's pretty rare, especially in Malaysia. In Singapore, like shoutouts to the Singaporean fighting game community.
The shoutouts left and right.
Singaporean and Malaysian
Oh.
fighting game community.
Yes,
I've been to both. Yeah, in Malaysia there are like a dedicated group of people like similar to Singapore. Like there are like a dedicated group of people like that's a community who plays Street Fighter 5. But the people who like actually start playing the game are like the new people. Like there aren't a lot.
The
Like usually in
normies.
well, yeah, it's like,
The newer people.
yeah, but for real, it's like
More like we're the ones in the
usually with
basement.
every
Yeah.
release, like back then, okay, a little bit of a history lesson here. Fighting games like Street Fighter and fighting games like kind of died a bit from the late 1999, like 2000, like early 2000, all the way to 2009, where there was a like fighting game resurgence or renaissance. If you
At the
will.
same time of the Great Depression.
Yeah, the Great
Oh
Depression
my
was
God.
like
No, the Great Depression.
Okay,
The real event in America.
But- well,
Jump into
yeah.
Why?
I had to.
Maybe it has a correlation.
It's a correlation.
I know it's mental health week, but don't.
No,
don't
the
tell
Great
everything.
Depression isn't depression.
No, bukan maksud aku tanya je. I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah,
just
yeah.
mentioned that.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm-
If,
okay,
if anyone,
I'm
just to clear the air, the Great Depression is an economic event in
It's
United
not
States
mental
history,
health.
not anything regards to mental health,
Same
which
goes-
is actually today.
I'm
goes
just
with-
trying to play pun.
Same goes with fighting games with the release of Street Fighter 4 actually. Like there was like the last game in the series prior to that was Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, the last Street Fighter entry. Then like I think 8 years or 9 years later, Street Fighter 4 came out. So hence the fighting game researchers, I actually like started playing Street Fighter like properly. I played Street Fighter when I was a kid, like 4 years old. I played Street Fighter
From
2,
the start.
Yeah, from the start.
Yeah, because we have two people, we can play two players, we fight each other.
Yeah, so
You didn't you like change from the physical part to just using games.
It is
Yes,
the safest
definitely.
way.
It's a safer way.
yeah, mom wouldn't.
Yeah, mom wouldn't bring out the
problem.
belts.
Yeah.
Mom wouldn't bring out the belts.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Hence the fighting game research. Like a lot of people came in with fighting games like because it was the first 3D entry for the Street Fighter, like
Series.
3D the first Street Fighter entry with the 3D graphics. So yeah,
I mean, are we not counting like EX series?
well the main entry.
The main entry.
Yeah.
So I was about to get into that since Shai has been very public in his social media and also like all about how he is in the world of Street Fighter in particular, also fighting games in the whole.
I just want to say that like people who just follows the Street Fighter, they play from the first game until like, they're just so dedicated. I just
Yeah,
like that.
super fans.
It's like
But to
super
be-
fans, man.
But to be honest, the actual boom started on Street Fighter 2, not Street Fighter 1.
Yeah,
One.
yeah. That was like way back, but
We played
people
it.
like Street Fighter 2. Then like everyone forgot about it until Street Fighter 4, where everyone like started playing again. Like because like hey Street Fighter 2 from back when I was a kid. Like let's try it out. Like, and then like I personally I didn't know that there was a like esports or like a fighting fighting community. But, yeah.
It was the PS3 days, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh.
when I played online, like I was like I was getting beaten left and right. Then I was like, how to play this game? Then like I saw like
It's a button mash game, man. Just bash it.
Oh,
Oh no!
I challenge you.
If only we could just test it out right now. Button mashing versus proper playing.
Oh,
Alright.
someone's gonna
I
get
mean, it's just like
smashed. Someone's gonna get mashed.
I'm gonna get
Yeah,
bashed.
for real,
I'll see you guys.
I saw a pro gamer by name of Daigo Mihara. Is a very prominent name in
The fighting
fighting game community. Yeah, since then like I started like following tournaments and like I started participating myself. But you know, we don't talk about how.
it's in works, in the
Yeah,
works.
yeah, in the works,
The
in the
world
works.
champion is on the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
The world champion is
It's
on the way.
okay.
Yeah,
It's
one
alright.
day.
Alright, so
Inshallah.
let's get into Razin.
Yeah.
What are your what
What
do
are your
you-
favorite games? What games do you play? Right?
Let's have the nice solid base question.
Alright,
I
so
hope it's different.
definitely, but
Definitely.
I do play what he plays.
Definitely, of course.
Definitely.
But does he play what you play?
Mm.
That's
right.
right.
I'm
When it comes to fighting games, he plays mainly Street Fighter.
Mhm.
Of course, he does occasionally play Tekken. You know, quite prominent
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
IIUM especially. right? Very
a lot
popular.
of people actually play more Tekken than Street
Street
Fighter.
Fighter in Malaysia,
Yeah.
or IIUM in general.
But it's an official esports for the IIUM esports club.
But I played Tekken, and also the more niche fighting game genre, which is anime fighters,
Mhm.
right? Things like Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, and so on and so forth. Yeah, Guilty Gear Under Night Iiumfm, all these titles that are quite niche because it's like, well, anime style graphics. It's literally like people call it anime or animu. I don't know. We just call it animu.
Perfect. I had a PS2 once and then I played Guilty Gear once. It's just
Oh,
like,
nice.
it came with the PS2 actually.
Whoa, that's
Oh,
pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. Guilty Gear.
Did you buy the Japanese version?
Oh, no. I mean,
Guilty
like,
Gear is actually
no.
English.
When you buy a PS2, it's not. It doesn't come with the. It's not.
It's
not
like
like
an edition.
When you buy the
Free
PS2,
game
they give
with
they
it.
give like 10 games.
Oh, okay. I was thinking more like a, you know, like
no,
the game that
the
is like
edition.
promoted in front with the
Yeah,
box.
yeah.
You
It's
know.
not that.
Is it one of those like 10 ringgit games or is it like a original
Yeah,
copy?
it's a 10 ringgit game.
Yeah.
After, man, I can't find any original games in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Unless you go to
Yeah, the
big
back in the
malls.
old days.
Yeah, back in the
In Singapore too.
But yeah, speaking of Guilty Gear, right? It's actually coming. The newest entry is about to come out.
Oh.
It's just called Guilty Gear, but we just call it Guilty Gear 2020.
Mhm.
And boy, you gotta look at that graphics. Like it's quite quite revolutionizing. Like revolutionary. Because they use anime style graphics, but they turn it into 3D. It's like 2.5D.
2.5D.
Oh no, it's still this, right?
It's still a 2D fighter,
Ah.
but the graphics of it, when they zoom into the faces, it's very expressive and it's mind-boggling.
I see.
It's mind-boggling.
You gotta
Okay.
check that out.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely check Guilty Gear 2020. All right, I'm really hyped for that game. All right.
I like the fact that you express points by looking at the camera. Like you turn that way once, you turn that way once. You're very aware of the camera.
I'm right here, man.
We're here. My eyes are here. My eyes are
We're
here.
talking to the audience.
Yeah, we're talking to
also.
Oh,
it's an
yeah,
interactive thing.
Right,
We'll
so-
talk to you.
I was thinking-
We'll look at you guys.
But other than fighting games, I actually played both mobile games and console games actually. Oh, more prominently Persona 5 or the Persona series are. But then again, I officially started Persona in Persona 4.
Persona was a fighting game.
No,
I thought
it's
a-
an
Ah, it's
RPG.
fight-
Right?
yes,
It
that's a
does
fighting
have
game.
a
It's a fighting
yeah, it
game.
does have a fighting game.
Ah.
But mainly it's an RPG.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
more like an RPG.
Yeah.
I've seen.
I love that game.
I'm whenever it comes to like more popular or like generally more discussed games, I only view it to the viewership of like people doing YouTube channels.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
like
that's
how I
that's
play the
interesting.
games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
who-
it's like then again, hence the increasing popularity of video games. You can not only play video games, you can
You can
watch it
watch
as well.
people.
Twitch TV, YouTube gaming, even like what else? Yeah, the two most
Mixer,
prominent
yeah,
ones. Yeah,
Mixer,
Mixer. Yeah,
Yeah.
but no one really
But
uses
the
that.
most
so.
recent
Hey,
game
I
that
use that.
Is it because of Ninja?
And
You don't follow this.
Oh, really?
I mean, of course, there are tons of games I played, but the most recent game that I completed was actually Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a big fan base behind Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem has a lot of controversy, but I believe that Fire Emblem Three Houses actually brought everyone together because like they had the time where Fire Emblem was actually obscure,
Yes.
and there was like two to three entries, which is for the 3DS, which sparks controversy, which makes elitists be like, oh, you call this a Fire Emblem game? Call this waifu simulator.
Oh yeah, I've heard about
Yeah.
that.
So because they changed the
I
premise
see
of
what
the
they're
game.
saying anyway.
Yeah.
Right, because modern culture.
A lot of mechanics, a lot of new mechanics were like more catered to those who are into the waifu culture.
Waifu
Which is-
culture.
If you wonder what waifu culture is,
Having an internet, having a
Artificial-
digital
digital artificial
Digital, yeah.
woman
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
a wife.
cartoon.
yeah,
Yeah,
hence
yeah.
it comes originated mainly from any like the word. Why is it waifu? Because like in Japanese, like there's no
Anything.
wife. There's only like waifu.
Because like Japanese use
Will you
fu
be
as
my
a
waifu?
character, not
Yeah.
F as a
Yeah.
character.
But then they were like elitists were like fighting over it and those kind of things, and they say like, is it you call this a Fire Emblem entry and those kind of things. But however, it is what led the series to be alive.
True, definitely.
It got more sales because of that.
Yeah.
Alright.
In somehow in relation to how generally having any controversy would develop
definitely.
a
Yeah.
game
Create a drama
or
first,
anything
then-
in
Yeah,
They
so
market it.
after that, of course there was like a remake game called Fire Emblem Echoes. Of course there are a few others, but the one that I played was Echoes. It's basically like a remake from Fire Emblem 2 back in the 80s, right? But they revamped it with 3D graphics and everything. And the most recent entry, Fire Emblem Three Houses, I have to say, it is the best entry among the Fire Emblem games because they included the things that are classic and also included like the waifu simulator age, but it's not as
Prominent.
yeah, it's not as prominent.
It's-
It's more of
it's
a side thing.
balanced.
Yeah, it's balanced. And the first time they actually did something like Persona, like because in Persona, right, you are basically playing as a high school student. You playing as a high school student. You have your schedules. You have your calendar. So each day you can do
I
whatever
don't.
you want.
You know, the anime
each day you can
character.
progress.
We're all,
can focus
we're all
on-
anime characters.
Yeah,
we're all
we're
protagonists.
yeah, we're all in our own series. But in Persona, you have your own calendar. You can do however you like. You wanna, let's say Tuesday. Oh, I want to go to dungeons. Okay, you level up. Next day, I wanna have a social link. Basically, increase the relationship or bond with a particular person. Or you want to increase your stats. Oh, let's go to a gym and increase my
which
Stats.
AFIF doesn't do.
In game, I do.
In game,
Yeah,
definitely.
Everyone's
like
everyone
buff
does
in
it.
game.
Everyone,
So it was the first time in Fire Emblem series they implemented the calendar system, which is very interesting. Consider that I like, and of course, I do admit I do like the waifu simulator style games, but I don't like the pure visual novel type. I like to play as I progress with as a
At least one of us here does like that kind of games. There up top, nobody. No.
Oh,
no,
DLC.
Yeah, definitely.
DLC, you got a shout out to DLC later, but
Later, definitely. That will come. It will come.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
People will know. This is me and Azad's
Yeah,
thing, man.
we know. We bonded because of that.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to anyone playing like Doki Doki Literature Club ever
Doki
before.
Doki.
No
Yeah,
one.
wait, we ended the game together.
Yeah, but you didn't like connect with it.
Yeah,
right?
I
You
don't
didn't
wa-
have heart.
I watched a bit of.
Actually, I went back
people
and then
playing.
replayed the whole thing.
Yeah.
I know
was,
what happens and stuff.
But we can talk about that later.
Yeah.
So then, like, okay, in regards, like, since you guys have a generally like a distinct and also like a bigger wide, how about you, Afif?
Me.
Yeah.
I just like games. For me, I have two what?
Main games.
Main games, like main genres actually. Is the multiplayers and then what? Story based.
Yeah.
Actually, I just love to explore every story based game. Whether it's bad or good, that's another story. That's another review. I might start a YouTube channel or something like just review the game. That when I started get a PS5 or something.
Which is coming.
Which is
It's coming
Which is
holiday
coming
2020.
Holiday 2020.
I hope
Yeah.
Sony pays me for some
And-
just pay me.
Also, I like to play games like which my friends can join, like what Minecraft, Paladins, or something. Like if you play online games, personally, like not personally, like by on your own, it's just like you can't communicate. First of all, it's just communication, man. when the other team just messed up, you can't do anything. You just shout it, and then your other roommate just come like, dude, can you shut up? I'm not asleep.
Yeah. So, but
That's all.
Yeah,
that's all.
I do enjoy a lot of single player games as well.
Recent Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
I'm sorry,
more recent
Spider-Man.
releases. Spider-Man, Resident Evil
I wanna
2,
play it.
Devil May Cry 5, like, yeah.
Apis is a bit pressed on the pockets. I see that. I see you, man.
Why do they
Well,
have to make it PS4 exclusive?
Listen,
the
Sony.
Some games are not.
Yeah.
I mean, Devil May Cry 5 isn't.
But I want PS Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You mentioned Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, like, being a big fan of MCU, I heard.
MCU.
I'm also a big fan of MCU Spider-Man, to be exact.
Shout
but-
out MCU,
shout out-
man.
shout out MCU fans.
I see you.
I see you, MCU.
ICU. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, but ICU is.
Oh, it's another thing. It's another thing. So
I
like,
think we have to do a shout out count.
yeah, you do a shout out. Do a counter. Editor, get in
No,
there.
this is just a disclaimer. I'm gonna shout a lot of people out. I'm like that.
Shout out to my Shahir.
Shout out to myself. Yeah, so like personally for me, I don't know how to say this, but I'm like I think I'm like
I mean, you
stuck
just
in.
mentioned it. You like RPG. Like.
Yeah, I think I'm stuck in like 2004. I just never bought another console after I finished playing my Game Boy.
that's
So
true.
like I think generally like until today, I just keep playing the Pokemon games, like the original ones. Like I just keep replaying them, and
I didn't keep replaying.
But did
them,
you complete the Pokédex? That's the question.
I did once. Properly, I did once.
Nice.
Because the other time is just
That's
time
a lot of
consuming.
dedication, man.
Yeah.
But some people learn how to do it fast. But let's not get into that too deep.
Yeah.
I do play like the Bomberman, all the Bomberman games, but also like the ones that have RPGs in them.
Yeah.
Bomberman Tournament has it. That one's I think for me the best one.
Oh,
Ever played Bomberman?
I've never heard of it,
Never
actually.
heard of it actually.
I don't know the
but
Bomberman games, like
is
the
it-
main entries.
Yeah.
The
Is it the
main
one with level up systems and those kind of things? Since you mentioned RPG elements.
Yeah, no, but
They have a story, right?
They have a story like generally how
Bomberman has a story.
yeah, it does. It is if you want to
Yeah,
compare
I
it,
never went
Yeah.
too that deep, lah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wanna
I
com-
learned something new today.
if you want to compare it, it's more
You have to
like,
pay lah.
do you know any like old school Digimon games? You know how like Digimon games?
Rumble Arena.
Arena.
Rumble,
No, not Arena, not
Digimon
Arena.
World,
Digimon World.
World. Any
I never played it,
so,
I played it, but I don't know of it.
so that's the point. Like I have just a bit of a difference here. I play all the DS versions of World, Digimon World, DS, Dusk, Sun, Moon, or whatever. Like all the names. What do you call?
Some isn't that Pokemon?
No, yeah, I know.
No,
but
like Digimon
Dusk,
has-
yeah,
Oh, Digimon
Digimon
has
has
those.
their own as well.
Yo, Digimon could sue
Uh,
the company for.
I don't know who did it
I don't
first.
know.
I don't know who did it
Well,
first.
Well, wait,
Sun and
Digimon
Moon
did
was
it
the most
first.
recent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sun and Moon
so-
was quite recent.
so like-
well, let's not get into that.
Let's not go into law.
Yeah, bring them up, bring the law students in here.
Yeah.
And I think like for now, I'm trying to delve into newer kind of games, but it's not. It's kind of time
Doesn't hit you,
consuming
yeah.
for me. It doesn't hit me as
Yeah.
well like how I.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, back when you were a kid.
Yeah, like I because the passion was there for some
But then as we
different
get
reason.
older,
Yeah,
Life
we
of a-
change.
Life of a
Life
uni student.
changes us all.
Life of a uni student.
So generally, like, because I did bring that up and how you guys grew up on games, definitely everyone does. So you did mention, you guys, Shai mentioned how early he did play. Like as early as you had your Instagram, like your very like first 5 posts was about you playing.
Yeah, I can think of it.
Yeah, you did all
did some
about.
stalking, huh?
Just a bit of research.
we did research,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm flattered. Thank you.
Just a bit, like the very first like 3 posts you did is about you playing Street Fighter, yeah, which is
Yeah,
very
I used to be
interesting.
like a real like super advocate. I was like, hey, play Street Fighter, Street Fighter, especially during the release of Street Fighter 5. That
First-
was a launch event in Singapore. I think that after the first week, like, when you pre-ordered the game, you got like a ticket to the thing.
First thing he did when he entered my room, he asked me to play
Yeah, Street Fighter.
Street
Street
Fighter.
Fighter, yeah.
Just-
Yeah?
we just-
Oh, whoa, I did
You
not.
did.
No,
You
you-
did.
you-
No,
you did
it's
it like
a-
you were
it's a-
preaching, man.
No,
Yeah.
I came in wanted to try
Okay,
let's go Eevee.
Oh yeah.
Pikachu, sorry.
Pikachu, sorry, you had
Yeah,
Pikachu.
Pikachu,
I wanted to try it out. So afterwards, I just asked, well, let's try
So
it
whatever,
out again.
yeah,
and
like
then
a
you
multiplayer
suggested
game.
let's play
Yeah,
that
Street-
game.
yeah, Street Fighter.
It was very very interesting. So
I noticed.
everyone does. So how, as you did mention a bit of how you were in the amateur circuit of playing fighting games.
Yeah, well, I guess the only notable like achievement that I had was like winning a qualifier for like the Campus Game Fest, which is like
Here in UAE, you mean?
No, it's in Singapore.
back
Oh, you're
yeah,
open.
back in 2016 when the game first came out. Like
Mhm.
back then, like yeah, sorry, like continue to my story just now. I said
yeah.
like that was a launch event. Like after that, I was like being a super advocate. I was like, hey, play Street Fighter 5, buy Street Fighter 5, like because
You
everyone was
just
playing
have
other
that
fighting
game
games.
tag on you, like just say I work
Yeah.
for them, I work for Capcom.
Yeah, I'm a Capcom.
He would really love to work for Capcom. I think he has the potential to work in Capcom.
Well,
You can be the CEO and take it over.
The PR or something.
PR work in
since
HR.
I'm like with him almost every day,
Uh-huh.
and he even gives me the ideas of what if I
what
do
if I
this
like do this for like Street
for,
Fighter 5?
for Street Fighter 5? It could
Yeah.
have been a better game. Capcom, please hire him.
Yes, we
Yeah.
shout this out.
Shout out to Capcom.
Shout out to Capcom.
Hire me.
I mean, if you
but
have
for-
like a
yeah,
Singaporean branch,
I used to be like a
Bombak
real
branch.
advocate, but then the game had a lot of controversy. Like it didn't perform as well as the previous games because of like the lack of content. Like a lot of people didn't like the way it played, things like that.
I think that's what wasn't
So-
appealing to me because I saw it like of course it's a tactical game and some people don't enjoy generally
Yeah, it
like
takes
the
a
grind,
lot of
the
practice.
practicing
Grind,
of aspect of a
Yeah,
game.
the like
I think because it's like for me, like when I was a kid, Street
Just
Fighter
button
is like
mashing,
just
button mashing.
not. I know you're offended. I know you're
no,
offended.
I'm not gonna
It's a
a lot of
social
people,
game.
a lot of people like for the layman or for the normies.
For the layman,
for the
oh.
normies,
Or the
it's like,
normies
but
in this show,
I
I
mean
mean,
like
like-
mashing, or you just fighting in the same place with different characters.
Yeah, so-
I felt that like
Yeah,
when I was
I
kid
understand, I
lah.
understand.
So now seeing you, I want to
Yeah,
try
better,
the
like-
ni lah.
Yeah.
So
I also like developed like a really like a deeper appreciation for fighting games because back then when I was like when I first started online I was like I'm the best in it because when my friends came over my house
went
right,
in the chat. I'm the best player.
Right,
bro.
like
Yeah,
Xbox
but-
Live in this.
no, like because every time my friends came to my house, I was like, hey, let's play some fighting games. Oh, let's play Street
Someone's
Fighter.
gonna get
Then-
beat up.
Then like I always win. Like whoa, I'm so good. Whoa, I'm really good. Like whoa, I'm the best and stuff.
And
And then like when I
started,
and then like when I went in online, like I just get beaten left and right, hands to like
to the point where you can't actually do anything.
It sounds like Mario Kart online. Like you just get you get beaten to the left, to the right, behind.
I was
Don't forget
digressing,
the
but
Lucia.
yeah,
Yeah,
when the
Lucia.
game didn't like perform as well, I just like didn't talk about it as much, but I still like sometimes hey,
It's
try
a
this game.
closet Street Fighter
Let's
5.
call it Street Fighter 5. Like a lot of people, the fighting
Which
game
isn't a
community-
problem.
Yeah,
It
it
isn't
isn't a problem.
Which isn't a problem.
Right.
How about you, Razin? Are you
Yeah.
a competitive player?
I am, but my dedication isn't as much as his.
Ah.
The thing is that, as I said, I played more fighting games than him, but I actually joined the Tekken UIA tournament back in Innovex 2018.
How did that turn out?
I got third place.
Oh, solid.
wow.
Yeah, I
I
got
think you
third
never
place.
mentioned that before. Yeah.
Yeah, I got third place for it.
Congratulations.
But that was the only tournament that I actually did well because the following one I drowned in pools. Sadly.
Meaning
So-
that he died. He
Yeah,
got
I got
eliminated in the
eliminated.
early stages.
Yeah.
Ah.
So it was it's a bit sad because the first two players, like the person who got first and second, shout out to gaming guy Shai Khan if you're watching. Yeah, I doubt it.
I don't,
Almost.
maybe you are,
Maybe you are.
unless JK, unless
Oh, you're watching this
Yeah,
YouTube video or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
shout outs to you because he's
You
been
beat
getting first.
First. No,
He's been getting
fist.
Yeah, he's getting the
fist,
you know?
yeah,
Yeah,
again,
fist.
fist. Yeah, that's
I
what he
mean,
meant.
Tekken is called King of Iron Fist.
Yes, definitely trying to save this real good.
Save it.
Alright, so he's been getting first all the time. All the time.
All the time.
So then again the second place person is also the same person. So to fall off that, like I was like part of the trio. Well, it felt good,
You felt
But-
like ultimate 3.
Yeah, and then like because I didn't put the game into practice, I had a lot of commitments to do, and I couldn't
That
practice.
sounds
for-
like alasan to me.
Oh.
Someone had to say it. Someone had to
I
say
know.
it. Someone had to say
You
it.
didn't
Yeah,
have to
don't
say
worry,
it.
I accept that. I accept
Someone
that.
had to
But
say
it's
it.
true.
Yeah, it's true.
I am making excuses.
Yeah,
But it's true that then I got eliminated early, so I was like quite sad. The third person was someone else. I'm like, no.
No. But that
it
means...
was good while it lasted.
That means... you're in your 3rd year. Your 1st semester, correct?
The what? No, I'm actually like second year, second sem.
2nd year, 2nd sem.
Level 2 study, but
But you're-
I'm physically third year.
Physical. What do you mean by physically?
I don't really.
Your study plan or your...
That was
Your
the
brain.
way of
I actually had a study leave in my first semester.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
hence the
see.
delay of
I
that's
see.
why I say physically. I've stepped on this since September, but my actual semester actually started on February.
I see. So you got more seasons to try again
Yeah.
and beat up Mr. Number 1. Who was it? Shout him out again.
Shai Khan.
Shai Khan.
Fine, yeah.
Right.
He's coming for you.
You
He's
sure it's
coming
not
for you.
Shaitan or something?
Oh my lord. No beef.
I'm so sorry.
No beef. No beef.
No beef to you.
He's a nice
Mr.
dude, man.
Shout out to you, Mr. Shai Khan. I'm sorry, and then please let him
Have it at once
Have it
at
at
least.
once.
No, I respect him a lot because he's as much as a dedicated gamer as myself. Like he likes
Yeah, he
All
really
gamers are dedicated.
Well,
Like that.
Well,
that's subjective. Okay,
Subjective.
I'm
the
not.
term gamer.
I'm
The
not.
term gamer itself.
Wait, I like to stand. I like to correct myself. Some gamers are dedicated.
Speaking of
do that.
speaking of the term gamers, may I
Yeah,
talk-
alright, sure.
Yeah, the term gamers. Like, it's a label. It's like a buzzword now. Like, when I say like, I play Street Fighter 5, I play like I don't know, I play a bit of Call of Duty. Like,
I play
like a lot
Tempura.
of
I'm a gamer.
Tetris.
Yes, he is. Yes.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, no. The thing is, everyone's a gamer. Like when I win something, I'm like, whoa, man, you're so good. You're a gamer. I'm like, whoa, gamer.
It
Like,
grinds your gears.
yeah, it kind of grinds my gears.
Because
a
it
bit.
sounds condescending. I get what you're saying.
For real, it sounds condescending.
Unless you put pro gamer in front.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Pro
that's
gamer.
something.
Pro. Even on the Fortnite, like World Championships.
Yeah.
No,
World Cup.
No, the World Cup. The interview we went with the question like, "Oh, you sure play a lot, huh?" with the tone like, "Well, he
Yeah,
is
well,
in the World
yeah.
Cup." Like you have to have like, at least being a reporter at the very least. You have to
Be well versed
in
in how
that
much
world.
dedication. Like also like okay. In Singapore, like one of the most prominent Singaporean Street Fighter players, Xian, named Xian, Razor Xian.
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 He plays under
plays-
Razer or no?
Yeah, he's
The
sponsored by
Razer.
Razer. Yeah, I'm
You're
kind of
sponsored by Ryzen. Ryzen.
Raisin.
yeah.
We'll get into that.
Yeah,
Into that.
he I mean, I'm kind of personally friends with him. He knows me. Yeah,
Oh.
so I'm like,
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out.
like, yeah, but probably like,
Counter editor, please get in there.
yeah, I always see like his dedication to the game. Like he's really like, he's really friendly to everyone in the community. Like,
Which is always nice.
yeah,
Unlike
he invites
Xbox
people.
Live.
Yeah,
Unlike
exactly,
Xbox.
exactly. Like, he gives off this like good vibe to every like whenever like I fight against him, I was like, oh man, I feel like the worst player. Then he was encouraging me, he was teaching me stuff like, yeah,
It's like,
I think a lot of
he went all Yoda
a lot
on
of
you.
quote
He's a
unquote,
shifu, man.
quote unquote gamers, like people who play video games,
Yeah.
like should be more like that. Should be more inviting instead of like gatekeeping. Like, oh, you're bad at the game, okay,
Don't play
like
the game.
don't play the game anymore. I'm like, I don't think people would get anything out of that. Except for like, I guess self satisfaction.
I guess.
Yeah. So
attitude is a part of it. Like you can't run away from that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like if you're talking games in general, most things are having that kind of stigma. But I agree with definitely what you just said earlier. But like because you did bring up like elitism and also how people are online, the master race thing.
Oh,
I have to mention, why is there the divide? Can we have a united system?
PC Master Race.
PC Master
Yeah.
Race.
It all, to me personally, it all comes down to preference. Like
Was
I said earlier just now, like if you play mobile games, you play anything, like play whatever you want, like whatever you
that's
enjoy.
true.
But some people, I don't know, the PC Master Race, quote unquote PC Master Race, like
Whoa.
they want.
Quote
I mean, they might be master. I
quote.
mean, their master is just because of the specifications of
Yeah,
But the
they
thing
just
is that
focus
the
on
universe-
specs.
that's about it. But what about the games? Like consoles have, like it's like a
Yeah,
pro.
that's true.
Every platform has a pro and like has its pros and cons.
Yes.
PS4 has more games. Like PC has better graphics.
But however, why I like to differ, I beg to differ is because the fact that even let's say if PS4 does have exclusive Spider-Man,
Oh my
right?
god.
However, there are people who are working on the PC who is
gray area.
Right.
So that no, that's not a great. It's like just something
Yeah,
you don't want to
yeah.
touch.
Yeah,
No. I disagree. I disagree with that. No.
hold up.
Piracy
I
and
disagree with the fact
Piracy?
that no.
I mean like that's another topic. Not
Yeah,
not
of course.
just,
Yeah,
with animation.
I meant that.
Yeah, okay. So I was
Whoa.
I was thinking more like we never don't touch the topic as a whole. Like
no,
PC
no.
Master Race and stuff.
Yeah.
because
go ahead, like
No,
like,
piracy
it's an
or
interesting topic.
illegal things.
Yeah.
That's
no,
something like
my point of view, like not the point of view, the direction I was thinking about is like if it is available to do on like example, because PC can have the access to recreating the game illegally or not. I believe that's why you can have a unified system.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
But the thing is, with emulation, it usually takes like
yeah, true lah.
10 to 20 years.
But
Like usually, like for previous console, it can take like maybe 10 or 5 to 10 years after the
Yeah,
after
then
the console
they
lifespan.
actually have the port. Like some exclusive games
Yeah,
actually got
yeah.
the port.
Some exclusive, like for it, I mean like real talk here, like PC gaming has seen a rise. Like really, like there used to be no games on PC,
Yeah.
but these days like people keep porting games like PS5, like games from
Exclusives.
PlayStation and Xbox to
they
PC.
just remake the game.
Yeah,
but,
remake the
and
game.
also remodel controllers.
yeah.
But actually, right, speaking of PC, okay, let's not talk about Master Race. You just
Okay.
say
You just
PC
say
is
PC.
a
Yeah,
good system.
it's a good
definitely.
system.
There is another like there was an interview with like one of the professional Tekken players. He's Korean, and they were like asking, would you rather play on the PC or PS4? Apparently, he answered PC because firstly, game consoles.
It's fixed.
The game consoles function. That's not a proper word.
Optimized. to
Yeah, it's
themselves.
just optimized to play video
Yeah,
games.
it's
but
just optimized.
oh
for
yeah,
video games.
I thought I've heard of it before.
Yes.
Yeah. He said that PC can do anything, everything else,
And also
like,
gaming.
Yeah, and also gaming. So yeah, but then again, for tournaments, people usually use
Yeah, for the standard,
consoles. Yeah, for
standard.
standards because
to
for
give an
PCs
equal ground.
Yeah, to have an equal ground. Like because for PC, like they have different specifications. Like one other thing, like I guess people would disagree that PC is like it's not the master race is because of the price point.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
PCs are generally very like expensive to build.
I
mean, for the
buy.
ultimate build, yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
Like what I was thinking, like okay, I'm thinking more of a solution, like the middle ground for everyone. If, for example, because it is, I mean, every company has their own. What is their mission with their console or
Yeah.
their own
In the end,
platform?
it is a business.
Yeah, it is a business nonetheless. But I'm trying to say that if it is manageable on one, cut what do you call eliminate what do you call yes, cost eliminate what was I trying to say, the eliminate like the concept of capitalism in this.
Oh, okay.
You can create a multi-platform. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that you have to pick a side. That's just what I'm
Yeah,
trying to get at.
but these days like there's cross-platform play.
Yes.
So that's
Which is-
but for cross-platform, even cross-platform, you just need. It's like making a program. You need to have that permissions, and then you just have to deal with the what? I think Paladins have one. We cannot cross-platform with PS4.
Yeah, but I think I heard in the news. I heard in the news that PS4 has left the beta phase of cross-platform. So meaning that all consoles can play cross-platform. That's what I heard. So I think like with that, like I think there's less of a reason for people to argue, because I think back then, like in I don't know 2008, 2009, 2010, like I mean I've been on the internet since that long. So like I would see in the comments, I mean like people keep commenting, Xbox is better than PS3, PS3 is better than Xbox, PC, blah blah blah. I don't know. These days there isn't much of those comments.
True.
Yeah, I think because of the cross-platform, like the standardization of like multi-platform games, things like that.
I think we all some games are made for every
for like most consoles.
Unless I think previously they had games like they had games like what you call that different platforms. I think what game was it? Different platforms. The graphics are different.
Oh, usually like
it's because of that.
Oh,
so that's when they start comparing the stuff and all.
Understandable. But to me, personally, I feel that it just gives more people to enjoy the product.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I'm thinking it in like a more positive light.
I mean,
in the end, like
which is
we're all
not a
consumers.
problem.
Yeah.
It's all for the consumer's enjoyment.
But there's a gray area if you want to discuss like what the consumer wants and what the creators think you want.
Yeah.
So like
That's also another thing. Like the reason why Street Fighter 5 isn't as sorry, I'm going back to Street Fighter 5. Like, the reason why Street Fighter 5 because the reason why Street Fighter 5 isn't like as well received is because like they say that the developers don't listen. Like okay, so for Street Fighter 5 like we touched on this before. Like for seasons, like Street Fighter 5 also has a seasonal system where it's like every year they have balance changes, new characters, new
inclusions.
modes. I hope you guys Capcom, I hope you guys
listening.
like,
I know all about your company.
Listening, like please include like new modes for like casual, like more casual people to play, because now it's only catered to like esports athletes or like esports players.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, like people say, we want this, and then like the developers do the opposite of that. The main,
of course. It's
so
like that.
communication is also important for like especially in this day and age. In this day and age, like in the internet, like it's impossible for like developers not to listen to their fan base, because like it's so easy. You can just like make a Twitter account, like make a Facebook, like Twitter account, like YouTube account or something. Like just comment, hey, I want this in my game, I want that in my game. Because back then in the arcades, like Street Fighter 2, like I know, like I'm not sure if you have heard this joke. Like people would say like, Street Fighter 2, like the Super Street Fighter 2, like Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, like Ultra Hyper, like they make that. Because
it's an installment.
Yeah, because it's an expansion to the series. So that's why it takes so long for Street Fighter 2 to go to Street Fighter 3, because it has an expansion. Like,
Did it take
I think almost 10 years.
almost 10 years?
Yeah, so basically, in that day and age, like they didn't have like the proper means to
Go up a level.
to listen to the fan base. So basically, like
It's like you have
it's every
to
2 years. Like, it's every 2 to 3 years, like they will like, release an update in the arcades. Yeah.
Reminds me of like when me and AFIF did a paper on Fortnite. Generally,
Oh, yeah.
we did a whole paper on Fortnite.
I remember that.
It was very fascinating for us to see how important, like generally, that people updates, like constant updates was a big thing.
Even the community itself.
How the community reacts, like very like one to one, was really a big part of its meteoric rise. It was very like generally how to do it right, a manual for it. Like because we did talk about Fortnite earlier in the and oh no, you just reminded me of one part of the bit that I didn't like. No, about Ninja's book.
Oh no.
No, his book about how to become a good gamer.
I never heard. I mean, until like, a few days ago when you mentioned it, I was like, wait, Ninja made a book? Like, I mean, these days everyone can make a book.
He died when he joined Mixer. Yeah.
Yo,
I just had to say.
There's a burn over
I just
there.
had to say it. But in the talks of Ninja, how does Mr. Tyler, isn't it?
Tyler 1?
So what's his name?
I don't know.
Ninja. What's his name?
Tyler Bevins. Yeah.
Tyler Bevins. How did Ninja came about? And how do usernames come about? I
The
find that
name
interesting.
Ninja, you mean?
Yeah.
How did it? I don't know how. I don't know how his name came about.
But let's talk about
I know how-
each of
yeah.
our...
That's what I was getting. That was the segue, my friend.
Yeah,
that was the segue.
Nice
That was the segue. So I hope probably he's part Japanese. probably that's why he liked it.
Maybe just like maybe
I'm
Or probably
Japanese.
he just like ninjas.
Yeah,
he
maybe
like
he just
watching
like
Naruto or
ninjas.
something.
Yeah.
Well, like the original ninjas, like real martial art ninjas, not like the fake ones on TV.
Yeah, not the one that does the war.
Yeah, I don't know.
They did the war.
Yeah, all the gang signs in there, like with all those
The
gang
fires
signs.
and the
electric.
That's not about that's
And then
not
the
the
run,
real
don't forget
ninja.
the
Or probably he just
The
have a
run.
shuriken in his
Yeah,
arm.
shuriken.
Yeah. But talking about that, Shai, what inspires you to bring out your username?
How many
How
usernames
does
do you
it-
have? Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
use the
Oh,
main
he's the
one.
one.
I only have one. I only have one.
Oh,
Since I
why
was-
not? And you
since I
use it
was-
for everything.
Yeah, for every single thing.
Not
Nice.
even across games. You don't change it. Like you don't have.
Some like
It's so hard to remember, man.
sometimes,
Every username.
every once in a while, like really, if that name is taken, my username is Zulkira, Zulkira.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out to Zulkira.
Follow
That's
me on
his
Twitter.
Instagram.
Follow me on
That's his
Twitter,
Instagram as well.
Twitter and
Oh
Instagram and I don't know.
Steam, yeah.
Yeah, Zulkira, because it's like a unified thing. Like Zulkira, you can find me anywhere. Like it's like a brand. You know.
It's a brand.
Yeah.
If I ever get
Capcom,
famous,
like
Hey,
Capcom.
come on, originality. Oh no, actually it's not quite original.
It's not.
yeah, it's not origin.
Not
It's not.
that
Yeah, it has
original.
an origin. It has an origin.
Okay,
It's okay.
tell 'em.
Zul is obviously the first part of my name.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had this name when I was like 6 or 7 years old.
Oh,
Like basically my mom asked me to make an email address. My mom said don't use your real name. Yeah, then I
Remember,
said, and my
shout
mom
out
asked-
Dad. He said the same thing. Shout out Dad. Big ups.
Shout out
Big ups,
to my
Mr.
mom.
Ismi listening at home.
Mommy, alright.
Yeah. Again, back at it. Yeah.
She asked me like, who's your favorite character in TV? I said, oh, there's this Adam at the moment. Still, but yeah, at the moment, like basically, like, I was watching this anime in Kids Central in Singapore.
Yeah, Kids
Called-
Central. Shout out.
RIP.
Recipes.
RIP. This anime called Gundam Seed. The main character is named Kira Yamato. So I just said, oh, Kira Yamato is
And then-
my favorite.
And your mom asked you use the real character's name. Excuse, I'm sorry.
It's not really my favorite character. So I was like, oh, Zulkira _ Yamato at blah blah blah. blah.
So that's your Japanese name.
Yeah, it's technically my
Yamato.
Mr. Yamato over here.
Shout out,
Shout out to Mr. Yamato.
All the Mr. Yamato over there. I'm just kidding.
Also,
yeah, so like
both of us actually had the origin of that.
Yeah, but
like,
I think-
we were both watching like Gundam
Seed,
Seed at the moment, but we both did it at the same time because of course we're twins, right? But mine is Efren, like
the rival
the rival of
character.
Kira. So the thing is that I want this is my this segment is going to my first ever username actually.
Oh,
But
you
then
have a username lah.
there's a transition to a
Transition
much more
period,
bigger name.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we'll get into Spy X Overlord as well.
Yeah,
like how
true.
did that
I
came
love-
about?
love to know.
That's a funny story right there.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so at first I like the Efren dude, Efren Zala. Alright, he has a Z in it. So I thought of like Efren, like Zulkira sounds something. I wanted to be like something unique. So it becomes Efren Zul _ Zala.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Efren Zul. Then
Yeah, but unlike his name, like my name, I don't know, like
it rings better.
like my friends always ask me, hey, why you pick the name Zulkira? It's like you always
It has a
for
nice
everything.
ring.
Yeah,
It
but
has a nice ring to it.
whoa, like I don't know, it just stuck. It just stuck with me. Like for every game. Yeah, even in tournaments, I compete as Zulkira.
I mean, it does have like you can shout it on and out. Winner of the tournament,
Zulkira.
weighing in 205 pounds, fighting out of Woodland, Singapore.
From Serangoon.
Sorry,
Shout out to Serangoon.
Serangoon. Oh,
Shout out to
Fine,
Serangoon.
very good.
wait, what Serangoon is?
Serangoon is the central part of Singapore.
Central part. Oh, I know Woodlands.
Yeah, Woodlands is the.
It's near to my place.
Yeah. I go there from like
Every day, yeah.
every week because I go back to like
Evolution.
Alright, so evolution. So it goes from Efren Zul, and I've used that username in RuneScape.
RuneScape. Shout out to RuneScape.
Yeah, RuneScape.
Yeah,
Shout out to Blizzard for not Blizzard.
no,
Oh shit,
no,
oh shit,
no,
oh shit.
check it,
Sign up with your email,
check
of
it.
course. And so I used I can't think of anything, I just put Efren Zul as my name. But then there was a time where eventually it evolved. It was years later. It was years later because I didn't play online games that much until like when I was like
Secondary.
like
He was like a
13-year-old.
legend in like Blackshot or something.
Oh,
you were in 13,
he was
13
in
like
a-
Blackshot. Eh?
Yeah, he was like he was in a clan and
Black
he was
shot
like,
gang, black shot gang.
I didn't play much of Blackshot, so I gotta sit this one out.
I played a bit and then like everyone trashed me, so I just
Yeah,
like,
same. I was like, everyone was calling me a noob and stuff.
Yeah,
I was like,
Alright, so
I got
eventually I started to play the game. I haven't started to play the game. I was just thinking. It was just me and my brother. We were like, because the thing is that our new house, like we just moved, and the house finally got an aircon, right? So I like to switch on the aircon at the lowest possible temperature, 16 degrees. Shout out to 16 degrees now.
It's a brand now. Shout out to 60 degrees.
Because we cool.
Oh.
I need a brand deal.
So the thing is that, of course, as you can see from my curly hair.
Shout out curly
Shout out to
hair.
curly hair.
Yeah, we know.
I can't relate.
Can't relate.
Shout out curly hairs in here. Yeah.
Alright, but because of my curly hair, when my hair is getting longer, it becomes an afro, like an afro. So my brother likes to call me like, hey, afro or fro, right?
Whoa.
So the thing is that,
Derogatory terms.
kind of,
Yeah.
but then again, I told you I embrace names.
Yeah.
So the thing is that I was like thinking, okay, I like the cold, and I have an afro. What should I call myself? Arctic Fro. Back then I didn't know how to spell Arctic back in the day. I spelled it ARTIC instead of ARCTIC.
Shout out Arctic Monkeys.
out
Arctic Monkeys. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like an Arctic monkey.
Yeah.
So yeah, the moment I searched
Arctic
Arctic,
Pro got tricky.
yeah.
Arctic Pro.
So that was
Game
my
is pro.
username.
It's a pro username.
My first evolution of username. And also, let me plug it in. I have a YouTube channel called Arctic Pro.
Arctic
Shout
Pro
out
Gaming.
to-
Shout out to Arctic Pro myself.
YouTube/Arctic.
So that moment I started to play Blackshot. You know, it's a FPS first-person shooter. It was quite prominent back in the day.
Frames per
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
Everyone just keep playing it.
Yeah, I mean now not as prominent, but last time it was really a prominent
Yeah.
game. So from there I decided, you know, I was hanging out with my secondary school friend, and Achap or Ashraf.
Yeah,
I hope
big
you're
ups,
watching this,
Achap.
because you are the man who brought me into the YouTube world, man.
Oh my god.
I have to shout you
Big
out.
ups Achap, like to my Achap friend, futsal friend as well. Big ups Achap.
Yeah,
I played futsal with you
everyone
in
got-
Taman like back in the
You know,
day.
if someone's name Ashraf, right?
Yeah, he's Achap
he's
for
an
sure.
Achap.
And that's his nickname in his game as well. His Black Shock name is also
Achap.
Achap.
No, I just have another name like Achap Pro,
Achap something.
Achap.
But this one
Achap.
unique,
It's just like that.
Achap like
So,
600 gigs or something.
I came to his house, and then he was like recording stuff, and he started uploading YouTube videos first. And then we both decided I was interested in it. So he said, "Hey, how about you make your first montage? I edit for you." And then,
Edit
like,
for you.
Yeah.
He's like a Herbalife dealer as well.
So he edit. Of course, I played the game on his laptop. He recorded the clips, and then he just made a montage out of it. And from there, he said, "All right, here's your original video. You can upload it in your YouTube channel."
Give me the clout as well.
Yeah, give me the clout as well. Because we wanted to plan on collaboration. We like
Gotta
the
have
idea
a
of
start.
collaboration, because back in the day, YouTube, it was all about collaborating. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah, back in the
it still
day,
is,
like
it still is,
yeah,
yeah.
but
But
back
that
then
was
we
the
was super
start.
like the top guys was like I don't know Smosh,
Nigga.
Nigga
You know what you
Higa,
say?
Nigga Higa, like Raven Johnson, like all of them like made like all of them made collaborations and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty big.
Yeah, so because of that, I started my YouTube channel on Blackshot. Of course, beforehand, I already have my YouTube channel. Before I started playing Blackshot, I was just uploading special effect videos. You know, I was already doing video editing back in the day. You know, I even do stop motion, like stick fast, like move one frame, take picture, put. So it's like an animation of a toy. But it was dead. It was a dead channel. I did it very badly.
You can relive. We bring it back. It's October anyways.
So at that point,
Halloween's coming.
yeah, Halloween's coming.
Bring back the dead.
Shout out to
Shout out
Shout out to Halloween.
And the
Okay,
celebration.
so the thing is that started off the career of Blackshot, and then getting feedbacks and all, and started doing more and more and more. And eventually, I actually gained quite a number. And we also did collaborations. I did gain quite a number of subscribers. The most I've seen my subscriber base went up was 811.
That's a lot.
Oh wow.
That's a lot for like start, you know.
Yeah, it wasn't a start. I think it took a year,
Took a year to
but
get
it's still
on.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But my most viewed video was 136K as of now. It was the most viewed video.
Is
And
that
it,
the montage?
no, it wasn't a montage. It's just a me. It's just a me. It's just a me.
It's a me. Shout out.
Shout out Mario.
No, it was just me winning gacha.
Yeah,
It's like,
like
I won a 1 million, like you could say lucky draw.
Yeah, those gotcha things.
Yeah, so I won 1 million like in-game currency of it. Then that got a lot of views. So, but other than that, I do make commentaries and everything. Whoa, if you were to check out my channel right now, I'll be cringing right now, because look at my voice right now and look at my voice back then.
Like all squeaky.
No,
Yeah.
it's not squeaky.
Oh, squeaky?
It's more like if
breaking.
I were to
like
imitate it,
breaking.
like, no, you know, the mic be like, because I
Oh.
was using like my laptop microphone.
Uh-huh.
Is this microphone okay?
Yeah.
It should be, right?
Of course,
Yeah,
of course it
yeah,
is.
Maybe
Like-
something like hi, welcome to Raid. Sorry, that's not how I say it. Oh, what's up, guys? It's
The snotty nose. The 13-year-old snotty, yeah.
The 13-year-old, like,
Yeah, it's the
the
preview.
kid.
I think we should start our next intro with that.
Welcome to mom's space.
Yeah.
I'm actually in my mom's.
Hey, mom, stop bringing the cocaine.
Yeah. So from then on, I wouldn't say I became quite a star in Blackshot. Like because I was prominent.
Yeah,
in
I remember like going out with his clanmates or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I was
sounds
just
like
a no
gang
one.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I was just a no one. Like, oh, you Razor Fro's brother. Like, oh yeah, I am.
have a name
and then when I played Blackshot with them, I was so embarrassed with myself. Like, I'm really bad at Blackshot. I can't play games with like mouse and keyboard.
But I was quite prominent with the game. I spent thousands of hours on it. Of course, risking.
That's how it came about.
Yeah. I was quite prominent in the melee scene. Like, not using guns, using knives instead.
Oh,
You do the trick shots and stuff?
Yeah, I do 360 no scope, man. But there's no scope, but 360
no
knife
scope, nice,
slash, yeah, those kind of things.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's what everybody do. Just like
where people actually want the viewership, like people actually want to be featured in my videos. It was quite an amazing feeling because like they're like, hey, can I be in your video, kind of thing, right? So the thing is to get a shoutouts.
Yeah, we've been throwing a
so
speed
yeah,
of 14 so far.
14 so
I had a Facebook page as well, literally called Arctic Fro. It got 1,000 likes, but maybe not anymore. But maybe I don't know.
Maybe. Unless.
Unless
they keep it.
if
it got revived.
I could capitalize it, but for now it's dead. For now, I wasn't active at all. So yeah, I have a YouTube channel.
Arctic Fro it is.
Yeah,
Still keeps
sorry. Arctic Fro was my first Blackshot account, but then the official, I said to myself, I want a better name because Arctic Fro, it doesn't spell right, literally, alright.
And then someone took it.
No.
No.
Really? Arctic
Nobody
Pro.
took Arctic Fro, but then I eventually said to myself, I want a cooler name. Call me Razor Fro.
Yeah. So from now on, he's
Because R-A-Z-I-N, Razin, and then Razor.
With the Fro.
yeah.
Yeah,
with the
before Razor Fro, actually
sponsorship.
that's the Fro, but
Yeah, that's not sure.
With the sponsorship.
Yeah.
But yeah, Razor Fro was my official name, and people know me as Razor Fro. And then the montages and all. Some people even the best feeling is the fact that people try to imitate your name, like Phaser Pro or Razor Fro.
I don't
with
get
an
that
E.
still, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I
They just want to copy some celebrity's name.
So next time if I see a Razor Fro in...
He's not the real one.
I
Yeah,
know
he's
it's a
not the real
copycat lah.
Yeah. But recently I actually tried to log in the new Blackshot server because the old one turned
C1,
out.
right?
Rest
So
in
you can
peace,
get
bro.
in? Can you get in?
I made a new account.
You have to make a new
one.
Because I didn't link it or something. Or just straight up new account. I tried to take the name Razor Fro.
Someone on it.